freaking like the better ending. Like I hate that cliffhanger they put. Isaac. I hate that. Why would they do that? I played with him for 3 series. And make my main character die, then had to pay to see him live? That's stupid.
Okay, so for this special, we are doing evacuation with everyone playing Tier 1 on all of the maps. I did not specify whether or not variants were allowed. I guess I will have to, because I can't talk to them right now since I'm an observer. I will say that variants are not allowed. Except for maybe defend. Maybe we'll do defend. You can have the variants if you want to. But the other 4 will just do traditional Tier 1. Oh, you can't hear me. So, quick question. I think we should do no variants, except for defend, and then defend you can do any Tier 1 variant or original.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey, Buckets. Yes. And hey, Licky.
Mind if I play Markov?
Welcome, welcome. And they will be deciding who is playing what. I have a feeling that the monster will be Goliath, which will be contributing towards this weekend's challenge of getting the poison frog skin. If you don't know about it, go ahead and visit the forums. But it is a very, very pretty skin, and I hope we get it because I wanted it the last time. We weren't quite sure, or we were a little short of killing and murdering all of the mammoth birds, but this time around, the Leap Smash challenge is a bit more feasible and plausible, and so I'm excited. No, 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 Sunny. Sunny, you cannot be Sunny. Tier 1. Tier 1. Tier 1. Hold on, let me whisper. If they start up, hold on. She's not a friends on my list. I think she fixed it, hold on. Nope. Oh, no, no, hold on. Let me go ahead and back out. Because that does not look like a Hank to me.
And you know, I'm so upset with myself. I didn't take pictures of his last birthday, so I have no pictures. And over on my, I'm like, Tommy, why did you bring the camera and take pictures?
This is the Broken Hill Foundry. We need help. Now. Something got in and it's tearing up operations. We need someone to hunt this thing down and kill it. If anybody's picking this up and you can help us, I'll set you up with our lifter tech.
Okay, so I think I'm going to allow it just because the monster player... Shayna. Okay, so the monster is okay with it. So as the judge from Celebrity Deathmatch, I'll allow it. And here we go, Broken Hills Foundry. One of the many maps that monsters don't like because of how short it is, but has great elevation. So let's see. Feeding rate is a very good perk on this map. I like climbing speed with a lot of monsters on this map because of the verticality. We've got damage on Ham, we've got reload on Val, we've got health regen on Shayna, and jetpack on Aramat. Along with Daisy, who does not benefit from the jetpack, because sadly she does not have a jetpack. And it looks like the traditional 1 leap, 1 fire, 1 charge, leap, smash, and charge to go ahead and get that extra distance, and fire breath for farming and pulling food. Monster already full armor once the hunter's set down. That's going to be really good. He is going back towards a corner area, doing a little bit of sneaking. Does know that Daisy is here. So the best way to counter Daisy is to be a little bit loud, then be a little bit quiet, be a little bit loud, be a little bit quiet. It's a little bit more advanced than that, but you definitely don't want to be always sneaking or always loud against Daisy, or Daisy will find you a lot faster. Hey Pyro, how's it going? Yes, I will be doing a standing rotation. Let me go ahead and add you to the chat room, Pyro, because I know that there's a few people that are interested in this. I believe I also sent you a group invite. If you didn't get that, please let me know, Pyro. Daisy needs a jetpack then. Daisy with a jetpack and a flamethrower. That would be the scariest thing ever. Just this flying ball of death. So Monster doing a pretty good job. Hunter's got an interesting split. Looks like that the assault is going back. But the Monster is able to give the slip. Daisy is going to point the Monster this way. And here we go. Monster is going to be spotted. Looks like that they saw that he went in this direction. And it looks like he is sneaking through the middle again. Doing a pretty good job of going loud and then quiet again. The best... Ooh. Interestingly enough, if he turned left, that would have been very interesting. Monster almost ready to evolve. I believe it needs 3 or 4 more meats. I'm not 100% sure. This bar is not the most accurate. Sometimes it shows that you need 1 or 2 meats and it's at the same position. So I'm not too sure how it's divided up in the bar. So here's 2 more. So it does look like he needed 4 meats. This crate could be it. It does look like there are 2 meats there. Delicious Boreum, which if anyone's been reading the lore recently, looks like that the monsters actually need that for consumption to either exist in our world, stabilize their HNA, RNA, DNA kind of stuff. There's a lot of interesting technical stuff going on with regards to that. Ooh, almost got spotted by Maggie here. Really nice and being patient, holding his sniffing in order to get away and smell. And here we go. And this is oh, Shayna might, if she turns around. Oh, did anyone hear that? Maybe someone heard the leaf smash. Does look like he is going to go ahead and get away. Looks like that this is going to be actually a really clean evolve. I don't think that he's going to get domed immediately afterwards or while evolving. And there we go, stage 2, relatively equal ground. They know that he's in this direction. And Rusty in his favorite skin, his tiger skin. 3 smash, 2 fire breath. There is that leap smash challenge this weekend, so I don't know what his normal stage 2 evolution skill tree looks like, but 3 leap is not terrible. Although I do have a love-hate relationship with that skill. And here we go. Goliath doing a great job sneaking by. Does look like he's getting pinged, which means he should be able to get domed here. And there we go. A little bit of damage on the monster. Monster going away and gets dome. This is a very large area where the monster can mitigate. Filling this back area with mines is going to be really important. And going straight after poor Val there. Val just gets trampled. Does manage to get away. And Goliath takes only a little bit of armor damage. And there Val is trying to stay in the range of the turrets. And Sunny's beacon. And the monster is playing on the defensive now, going around. This is a nice area for him to mitigate. If Markov was here, the best way would be to put some mines back there just to discourage the monster from hiding there. And there goes the monster going after Sunny's drone. Always important. Even if you aren't going hard out on the monster or on the hunters, it's always good to force the hunters to reposition because this game's all about capitalizing on your opponent's mistakes and causing situations in which your opponents can make those mistakes. Monster taking a little bit of damage here. Val getting a little bit cornered there. Ooh, does look like she might go down. Just gets a heal burst just in time, but she's really, really low. Monster trying to do a good job. Monster at 3 bars of armor. Decides it's not worth trying to go after and finishing her off, and the engagement discontinues. No strikes on the hunters, but no permanent damage on the monster. Hey, Achievementable, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And the monster is going to the southwest, it looks like. Looks like he might be heading back to Bartertown. Going back in this little area. Just be careful about being a creature of habit. He has been kind of going in the same route, in this kind of like oblong, almost not quite an 8 like this, but he has been using this kind of similar routine. Be very wary about that just because some hunters can pick up on that. On top of that, some of the wildlife won't have a chance to respawn once you clear it out if you keep picking the same rates. So Lightning Gun doing a little bit of damage, Ham doing a good job holding off on his personal shield, so that way you can get healed and shielded at the same time if he does take a little bit of damage. There we go. Oh, monster. Oh, good job avoiding that mine. Almost landed on it. And some birds are going to be saying, hey, here is the monster. And going to get a little bit more meat from the Striders here. Trapper very well ahead of the pack here. Needs to be careful if Maggie is available to throw the dome. Just be careful you don't throw the dome and you're in there by yourself. Maggie is the best hunter, arguably, for surviving in a dome by herself, but that doesn't necessarily mean you want to risk it. And there we go, always using that elevation. A lot of monsters don't quite know all about the areas where you can climb, and there we go, Maggie, ooh, taking a lot of damage here, probably going to get a strike. I don't think she's going to get shot off in time, and that's going to be very advanced. Oh, gets shot off, Monster's not going to be able to finish it, and Maggie does end up getting away in the last second. Monster is going to look like trying to commit to keep that damage. Maggie getting healed by Val, but it does look like the monster is going to go in. The dome got thrown down. I would have probably waited until the monster was not focusing the Trapper and then throw the dome, just because the monster's already on you anyway, and so you're going to throw down the dome, and you're not going to be able to use it more tactically. I cannot talk today. Ooh, a lot of group up there. Sunny might go down in a second, but it does look like that the... Oh, and there we go. Sunny and Maggie go down. Val taking a lot of damage here. This might actually be the end of the match here. All he has to do is go after the Assault, but it does look like that both of them get picked up. Daisy and the Assault end up picking up Sunny and Maggie. Though without a medic, this is going to be very scary. A lot of damage needs to go out to discourage the monster. Daisy trying to pick up Val, but it does not look like she makes it in time. One strike on everyone except for the Assault here. And it does look like that Val is out of the picture. The monster is going to go all ham, no pun intended, on the rest of the hunters. The rest of the hunters kind of dispersed, but it does look like Rusty is going to peace out, take his strikes, and try and play a much more less risky game. Monster going about his way. Looks like he's trying to circle back. He might actually be looking to finish this, or looking to pick off the strays. So here comes Maggie all by herself, and there we go, Monster going in, is probably going to go ahead and do a little bit of damage there. Maggie does end up flying away. That leap smash almost, does connect at the last second. Did a really good job there. Going after Sunny's drone here. Sunny's drone is the equivalent of a healer, not really, but it's about as close as you're going to get. And all of those harpoons running at full efficiency, pulling the Goliath off. There we go. Fire Breath goes out. Monster still hasn't taken permanent damage, and Maggie getting her second strike here. Looks like he is going to go ahead and down her all the way. I'm not sure if he's doing that because he wants the meat or if he just doesn't want her getting rezzed right now. The rest of the hunters are split up very far apart, so the chances of the monster winning right now is very slim, but he could get an extra strike or two before the rest of the group. Finds a Mega Mouth, a good extra few meats. It looks like he only got probably 2 meats. With a feeding speed, that was probably actually 3 meats. I guess I could have looked at the armor, but that's okay. It looks like Monster is ready for evolution. Monster is going to go ahead and start evolving. And stage 3 with Assault, less than half health, support, and Daisy. Does not look great for the hunters, but we'll see how this goes as we continue. And there we go, Monster going after the Tyrant here. I'm not the biggest fan of going after 4 mates outside of probably stage 3s, because stage 3s, the hunters tend to fight in specific areas away from, hostile wildlife. So Monster, full armor, full health here, ready to go ahead and contribute and engage the power relay. Nice placement of the mines here, forcing the Monster to use an ability just to get past them, and it does look like the rest of the team gets dropped. We'll see how they are able to do. It does not look like they're going to be able to set up where they want to. They're going to kind of have to go ahead and pull the Monster off. So let's see where they decide to go ahead and engage the Monster. There we go, Monster taking a little bit of pinging damage. And there he goes, Daisy and Maggie all by themselves again. Good harpoon placements, but just to be very, very careful you're not separated from your team. That makes an easy target. Granted, the Trapper is arguably the least important at stage 3. So a possibility is to get Daisy or Maggie to get the 2 minutes timer started, and then have the assault and support doing a lot of extra damage while that dropship lets them know that they'll be back shortly. So Monster eats poor Maggie as quickly as possible, getting a little bit of meat in his belly. Does decide to go after Daisy, does not want Daisy rezzing anyone, and the Monster, holding a rock, showing off his flexing muscles there, does end up hitting Val. This is a good engagement time. Sees that he did a little bit of damage, but it does look like he is taking an alternate path here. I'm not sure if he's trying to go around or trying to go back to the generator. Nice, again, nice placement. Markov doing a great job with the placement of the mines here. And there we go. Monster going after Sunny's drone. Always a priority when going to engage. And here we go. Monster going ahead, breathing fire, going after Sunny first instead of the medic. Unusual choice. Sometimes you want to go after Sunny because it prevents the jetpack to go after Val. It just kind of depends. But it does look like his focus is on Sunny at the moment. Oh, but he does turn around, goes after Val, decides Sunny's not worth the time, and decides to capitalize on the fact that Val is a little too close for comfort, and it looks like she is going to get baked and cooked. Monster at half armor. Right now, the Monster not taking a lot of damage here. And there we go. Val's going to go down, but it does look like there is 40 seconds on the clock. They might be able to go ahead and survive, but it's looking really bad for the Hunters now. Hey, DeMonster, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. I sent you an invite to the Steam group, Pyro. You should have received it probably a couple minutes ago. Let me just double check to make sure it was the right one. Yeah. I can't invite you to it, so, oh, there it is. So I'll send it, oh, there you go. You just got it.
Get over here!
There we go. Sunny goes down, so all that's left is Ham with a fraction of a second. Will he be able to survive 5 seconds? No. Monster does get him all at the last second. So GG. We will be changing it up so that all of Tier 1 is used, and we will go from there. And now we will see the destruction of the facility that is going to give the Monster, in this case Goliath, some nice sparkling purple hands. Because who doesn't want to look fabulous and the Monster? There's a scary thought, getting all 3 of those monsters in the same match.
GG, Rusty.
GG.
GG.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Goliath is going to be all purple and pretty in the next map with his sparkling hands, and we'll go from there.
With my sparkling hand power, I shall deliver great bars to everyone. Huzzah!